Hey you guys, TheCinnaman123 here with another Minecraft tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make a minecart submarine. In order to make the submarine, just place 3 minecarts into it, push the button, and you're on your way. This could also be defined as an all-terrain minecart, as it doesn't really need minecart tracks in order to operate. So to get started with your minecart submarine, what you need to do is first place 2 blocks up like that, and a torch behind it. Then you want to jump up, place a block on top of that. You want to put booster pistons on both of those blocks. Then you need to take the two more booster pistons and place them like that. 2 more blocks, 1 piece of redstone, and 1 button there, like that. You'll also need to place 1 block like that in order to get it to work properly. In order to load your minecart, all you need to do is stand about here till you see that little outline of the minecart track, and then just place 3 in. Then just hop in, push the button. It's really just that simple. As you just saw, this works very well on just normal dry land, but if you want to make it a submarine like I made it over there, all you need to do is place a pressure plate like that, and then a fence gate in the same direction as your minecarts will be traveling. What this does is it blocks the flow of water, but allows all entities to pass through it freely. As you might have guessed, you need a flat surface for this to work. If you come up to any obstacles, instead of going over them, you'll just run into them. There is a fairly simple solution to this, however. You can just take some minecart tracks and lay it on top of your barrier. One important thing to note is that in order to get it to work properly underground, it must fall down the declines. Or not underground, but rather underwater. So to just show you what that looks like, just climb in, push the button, and we'll climb over the slope just fine, and we'll fall off the decline. The only problem with that is that whenever you try and make a return system coming this way, it'll work fine above ground, but underwater, you'll need to create a more advanced system of getting over hills. Okay, so what I've done now is I've built up that hill. We're going to load up this with minecarts again. Gonna hop in and activate it. And this time, instead of returning back on the same track, we're going to stop and get off. This is how you have to do it underwater. You can just make a return track underground. You will have to reset the machine. You just load in another 3, hop in, push the button, and this will work underwater in order to get you over hills. Of course, you will have to add some type of insulation in order to keep the water from washing out the rails, but that's fairly simple in most cases. One big issue with this design is that it can't turn very easily. In order to alleviate this, what you can do is line up with your outbound path, dig down 2 blocks, dig the 2 blocks in the direction you want to go, and then 1 more block. Then you want to fill that in with 2 powered rails, and then you can grab some normal rails for this next bit and place them there. Then you want to take a redstone torch and power it up, and this will let you turn. So just to show that off, 1, 2, 3, hop in, push the minecarts, and we're off. So in case you're wondering how the system is working, if we go ahead and reload it again and hop on in, what we can see here is that we can see each minecart individually. What's occurring here is that they're occupying almost the same space and knocking up against each other, causing it to move forward. This isn't as fast as normal minecarts because Minecarts have a set speed max whenever they're on tracks and whenever they're off of tracks. And we can actually see that this isn't entirely overpowered. If we activate it, we can see that we can actually sprint a lot faster than this. But it is slightly faster than walking. Something that I didn't mention is that the airlock type that I showed you over there doesn't necessarily have to have a minecart go over it. You can activate these yourself and have a nice convenient underwater base. So if you wanted to use the airlock alone, that's a great idea. Now some people may say that this is abusing Minecraft, but I really don't think so. The thing is that it takes a lot of powered rails to build each of these units, and granted there's no rails in between each of these, but it does have quite a significant initial cost, and you do need 3 minecarts to operate it. Not to mention, it would make some really amazing adventure maps or other types of scenic SMP to have an underwater pathway to your city and your server. So if you think that it's abusive, just don't use it. But I think it's a nice little aesthetic thing, and you don't have to dirty up your land with minecart tracks, and it's just overall a win-win situation for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you guys don't mind taking a second to rate and comment on this video, I'd really appreciate it. As you can see, I've got many other projects that I'm working on, so if you don't mind subscribing, I'd really enjoy it. The next thing I'll be showing you is a snow golem powered mob trap. Alright, TheCinnaman123 signing out.